So this challenge has perhaps one of the most funny and cheesiest strategies in this entire game. It's Elma Redux on Bringer of Chaos, and the only thing we're going to want to do here is spam the exact same art over and over, which is going to be Galactic Strike on Zeke. It's an AoE Ether art, which means it can't get interrupted by block rate or anything like that. And since Corvin gets art cooldown from evading attacks, with the right recharge pouch items and with Elma's constant frequent attacks, we can continuously use this art basically the entire time. There's really not a ton of things we have to do besides that. My allies Morag and Rex have Adenine and Petroka active, so we hit Elma's elemental weakness extremely hard with this art spam. And I have Noise Dampener, Crimson Headband, and a Bisque Mask on Corvin, so he's doing as much damage with these Galactic Strikes as possible. That's about it for main setup. I also have a Dexterity Lance on Zeke that has a 24% Dexterity mod along with a Cleric's Lance, that's what it's called, so you'll have enough Dexterity to hit Elma consistently without needing to use Night Vision. So my Aux Cores on him are Affinity Max Attack, Outdoor Attack, and then Massive Melee Mithra for the crit rate bonus so we can hit crits every time we hit Elma. Outside of that, there's not a ton to say. This general strategy is really just use Galactic Strike most of the fight. There are a couple sections when she uses Ghost Factory 2 more times that we're going to have to change it up just slightly here, and we'll do a couple things with our allies after that, but all in all, this is not a very difficult challenge, and there's not a lot of things going on here. So around 1:30, I'm going to swap to Elma and use Overdrive, because the other Elma is going to use Ghost Factory that we're fighting here. And I want to use Petroka's level 3 and my Elma's level 3 as after Petroka's level 3, so we're able to get a really high starting count ratio on this Overdrive. Now my number count here, looks like I missed some attacks or something didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to, because normally you can start around 380 and I started at 320 this time, which I know that doesn't seem like a big difference, but all the extra little damage multiplier and the Overdrive helps. So from this point on, I'm going to be using Galactic Strike, and I use Morag's level 1 as soon as it comes up every time to just get a little bit of extra damage and Overdrive counter. And in these next 2 phases particularly, want to kill the Elma Ghost as fast as possible, because if we do that, we can make sure we get our party meter for the phase after this, because Corbin's crit's going to give us party meter. I've got Omega Drive on Rex to get party meter, and he has a lot of multi-hit attacks with Adenine. Morag should be helping get party meter, because Petroka does a lot of damage. And at this point, the fight's going to come down to the very last phase. She's going to use Ghost Factory a little around 3 minutes in this time, and about in every time. And ironically, the entire challenge is starting to come down to that at this point. The ghosts can only die so quickly. And what I mean by that is that even if you're hitting damage cap on them every single time, the last phase of ghosts can only die so quickly because obviously they have a health limitation because of that. So our goal here is that we want to kill these ghosts as fast as possible, even if they die after Elma. Because one thing good about the ghosts is that if you kill them after Elma, the challenge will instantly end. But even still, it's not quite as ideal as just dequipping after killing Elma. All in all, I got some really good RNG for this challenge. No combat limbos. And I'm able to kill the Ghost Elmas not, like, terribly slow. I end up killing main Elma first, but luckily for me, the other Elmas are in a spot where one more Ghost Factory ends the fight, and we can get a 327. This challenge is very quickly approaching its limit without using the reinforcement glitch that spawns the Ghost Elmas from spawning at all. Which is kind of a cheesy glitch that just requires you having your game on for a very long time, so I'm not really interested in doing it. None of the other runners have done it, so I'm going to just play fair for now. Like I said, though, that strategy is really just Galactic Strike and hoping you get better RNG than the other people who have done this. Don't have much more to say about it. I just hope it can stand like another 3 days while I finish uploading the rest of my times. Equipment, I already explained what I had on Zeke. He's the main equipment that you might have here. On Rex especially, I equipped him mostly to survive more than anything, and also have Omega Drive for crit rate. And for Morag, I equipped her a little bit more damage heavy because we're using Petroka's specials here to do a little bit of extra chip damage to Elma that we need. And Petroka's arts also hurt a decent amount, so it's just useful to have her doing a lot of damage. We're pretty optimized for party meter gain on Morag and Rex, along with art recharge and a little bit of party gain on Zeke. And besides that, I don't really have a ton of things to say about the rest of this. The equipment seems very standard here. I've got night vision up on Elma just so she can hit every hit of her level 3 on the Ghost, just in case. Hunter's chemistry on blades that aren't used. Dark defense up on Adenine, and night vision on Petroka and Adenine, so they hit every time. And yeah, that's Elma Redux and 327. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please look forward to more challenges in the future and have a wonderful day.